Oh, just really brings out the blue in my eyes. Thank you so much, Fookdoos. Sent me this sweet, probably one of my favorite gas station knives at this moment in time. Because. Absolutely because. What's going on, Marco? Whose live am I jumping on top of right now? Who is it? Who is it? I know Maddie doesn't go on until 6. Neves will be on later. Am I in the clear right now? Are we good? I know Justin was live just a little bit ago. But I think we're good now. What's up, Dozer, Marco, Leafy? What's the good word? What are the new knives? See my freshie? Oof, look at the size of that. This is my freshest one. Casey was live like an hour ago, or was it 2 hours ago? I did see he was live in his car, waiting for his daughter to come out for like 20 minutes a little bit ago. But yeah, he usually pops the live off here and there. Who's got some damn designs? What damn designs should I look at? Because now I currently have one. This Oni that I just bought from Titanium Justin. He had a few knives he wanted to kind of get rid of so he could buy some new ones and stuff. I said, what's your list? Let me see. And then I had my tooth problems that you guys are aware of and forgot about it for a week or two. And then got back to him. I was like, oh, you saw a couple of those knives? And he's like, yeah, got rid of most of them, but I have a couple left. And one of them I wanted was this damn Designs Oni. I already swapped the clip to the other side. I am going to do a dye on it since it's jade. What color should we do? But usually when I get something to do a dye project, I do the unboxing. I kind of enjoy it for that evening kind of at home. And then I set it on my stack of stuff to be customized. And then I stare at that stack for weeks, months, until one of them says, hey, this is what we're going to do. And then once it tells me, and I'm like, oh, what? What was it? Oh, you want to be that color? Oh, okay. And you want an acid etch? Okay, sure. And then I do it. So this one's basically, since it's my newest knife, it's kind of at the bottom of the list. But I think it's going to jump up fast. I already enjoy it. It feels good in the hand. So I did swap the clip to the other side just to carry it for a day, which is today. Oh, that front flipper is sweet. You can get over the top of it and index it. I mean, obviously, this is probably one of the largest front flippers. Someone made a comment on the video today. I can't remember who it was. And they said that someone told them that the front of it looked like a cockatoo, like one of those birds where they put that big old, kind of a thing. And they couldn't unsee it, which you almost can't unsee it. But they did a flipper delete. So I guess they removed that whole chunk right there, and so now that's gone, and then you can only basically use the hole. But that's crazy. Look at how much material that would be. I guess most of it disappears in there, so you wouldn't really notice it. What's going on, Steve? Bro bought every knife. Dude, you look in them late night knife channels, I tell you what, this one right here is the Dragon. It is the winner. You cannot go wrong with this. $19.95. No, wait. Slash. We're going to cut those prices. Today, only $9.95. No way. Drop it down even more. $2. This beautiful, gorgeous knife right here. I tell you what, you need to get a dozen of them. Send them to your friends. Actually, that's what happened, and my buddy sent me this one. Thank you to Fookdoozle. What's going, Redneck? What's up, Furcus? I just went from 100 to 0 like that, right? Oh, no hate. I'm not getting hate. I thought it was hilarious. That's fun. What's the orange knife on the table? I see two. There are 2 orange knives on the table. Well, actually, there's 3. There's another one. We'll go here first. This is the Ozark Trail Grail. This is the Walmart special Ozark Trail. It's a Grail knife. A lot of Walmarts don't have them because people have been buying them up because they're $10. $10 for D2 with a hollow grind. A pretty nice crossbar lock that works really good. Action is fun. These are just a neat little knife. $10. And if that is not the one, the other orange one is actually a super cool knife. This is a Rosecraft Blades slip joint. This is the Clinch River Swayback. Look at that choke up spot right there. Oh, that choil. You can just get in there, do some work. I love the Warncliffe shape on this blade. Nice half stop on this slip joint right here. It's not a super hard pull. I don't have to get in there with my nail. I can actually do a pinch grab and get it open. So with a pinch, it's a little bit lighter. You don't have to work so hard to get that thing open. But yeah, these Rosecraft has been making some cool stuff. Been picking them up. How many knives do you need? Well, I don't have enough yet, so I don't know how many I need. I need more than 300. I'll tell you that. I need more than 300. Justin! Boom, I love this thing. I already flipped the clip. Carrying it today. Dude, let's be honest. Bro, let's be honest. You really need at least one, but I would say you need more than one. I would say you need at least 3. 3. What would those 3 knives be? You need a nice folding knife. Boom. A nice usable, good size, working folding knife that actuates with one hand, that you can open up, get out, make some cuts, close, and put away. That is 1. 2, I think you need a smaller knife, a little more delicate knife. It could even be like a little slip joint or a little lockback like this Case Executive. I did the laser mark on there with that Wi-Fi pattern. What do we think about that? Turned out really good. This would be number 2. Hello, Kathleen. How are you today? So 2 knives. 1 regular size knife for normal work. 1 smaller knife for some tiny, delicate work. Maybe something where you got to pick out a nail or a sliver or something like that, right? And then your 3rd knife, hello, over here, I would say it would be a nice fixed blade. You know, here's the Kaiser Milita S35VN full tang on this bad boy right here. But the 3rd one would be a fixed blade. Then if you're out in the woods, you need to chop some wood, do some hard work, some more bushcrafting type things. There would be knife number 3. So I would say a minimum 3 knives. But then, you know, you want 4 because you get that 4th one that has that fidget factor that's fun, like a nice, you know, butterfly knife, phalosong. Maybe you want an oversized folder. Boom. Like a nice, my God, Momo. Kaiser Momo. 14C28N on that version right there. But then it's like, you know what? Maybe I need another small, little fun little folder or a little fun little auto. Oh yeah, you gotta have an auto in the collection, right? So now we're at 5, 6, and they make one that looks like a fish. Why wouldn't you get a cute little one like from Czech Republic that has a fish on it? Now we're at 6, 7. Here's a nice plastic fun Spyderco trainer. That's 8. You know, and the numbers just go up. Why wouldn't you get a Vision FG? You got to get something with Damascus. And then, oh, well, there's a zombie apocalypse. Got to be prepared for the zombie apocalypse. Now we're at 10. You know, everybody's got to have a Bowie knife. Crown Stag handle there. That's, you know, there's 11. Why wouldn't we have, you know, you got to have your Rambo knife. There's 12. You need the, you know, you got to have Jason's machete. You never know. And if you're going to have a machete, you might as well have 2 machetes. Get yourself a kukri machete as well. Edmund, if that was a question, I'd love to be able to respond to you. I can see that's German, but I don't speak German, so I won't be able to answer that. I would love to be able to speak with you, but if you could do it in English, I appreciate it. I have a hard time. I can't really translate it. The kukri is critical, right, N Valley? 100%. Thank you, Kathleen. John got arrested for having butterfly. Yeah, you can't have them everywhere. You can't have everyone. What's the one next to the orange knife? Okay. I would love to answer that for you. Redneck. What's the one next to the orange knife? So is it 1, 2, 3, 4? One of these down here. This one's 1. This one's 2. This one's 3, 4. If you want something down on the other side of it, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice collection. Do you have the small Benchmade pinky finger size one? Which Benchmade is that? I am not aware. I only personally own one Benchmade. It's the Benchmade Tagged Out. This is like the Bug Out's older brother that likes to go hunting. Affinity? Question mark? And Valley, the affinity question mark? You said the kukri was critical. I don't know the affinity. Or is that potentially the name of the small Benchmade knife that Albin is asking about? Now, I'm not aware of that small Benchmade. But yeah, I have a Tagged Out. Immunity. Immunity. I actually have an Immunity on loan right now. Excuse me. This is Lanyard Man's for my mini knife shootout. It's a little bit too small for my grab, but it's a cool looking knife. It's fun. So thoughts on the Victorinox Hunter Pro? I am not aware of the Victorinox Hunter Pro. What is that, a fix? It sounds like it's a fixed blade, but Victorinox makes a lot of knives. I have this one right here. This is one of your classic standards with the normal blade, screwdriver, flathead, can opener. Also has the Phillips. I like that Phillips on there. Small, 5 centimeters. So it's tiny. I have a couple tiny ones, like this one right here. This is one of my more recent for my mini collection. I collect them all, big and small. Got that shell piece in there. Isn't that fun for just a tiny little knife? It's got some nice details on it. Definitely not my smallest knife though. My smallest is this one right here. Tiny little copper bad boy, or no, brass, I'm sorry. So this is going to get a shipwreck job to it. If you don't know what shipwrecking is, it's when you take copper or brass and you do this to it. Albin, I'll look it up. I'll check it out. Depending on the price and stuff, I don't usually go for Benchmade. They tend to be way overpriced for what you get. I like the Tagged Out, but I rarely carry it. I'm not happy with the weight. It's designed to be light, and I don't really like light. I'd rather have it be beefy and heavy. I'd get some titanium scales on there that are got some mass to it, and I like it a lot more. I do not have a I don't know how to pronounce that. The rest are children's toys. Well, that's your opinion, Big Baskin. Yep. Children's toys. I agree. Children's toys. Just a bunch of toys that I enjoy. Valhalla! It's a chef's knives for kids. Chef's knife for kids. Chef's knife for kids. That's a chef's knife for kids. Benchmade expensive. This one's really nice. It's small sprint knife with a click. It would make your collection complete. It's maybe $100. Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, I doubt I will get it, Alvin. And it's only because I only can afford to pick up so many knives. I have to buy most of my knives myself. And Benchmade has never really left a happy taste going on for me. I like a little bit of everything. I have my tagged out. I think it's okay, but I don't love it. And to me, if I'm going to spend $100 on a knife, I'm not going to buy another Benchmade. I'm good. They way overprice their stuff. You know, when maybe that one's not overpriced, but when there's a company that is overpricing most of the things that they sell, I tend to just sway away from that when there's so many other companies to check out. Do I have any Kenman? I don't have any Kenman. I have handled several. They are fantastic, high quality. If I'm going to spend $300 on a knife, I'd buy a Kenman, no doubt about it. Kenman or maybe a Spyderco. Not huge on the designs of Spyderco, but someone was like, you need to get a Delica. And so I got a Spyderco Delica. And yeah. Julio, I'd love to be able to talk to you, but I can't read it if it's not in English. No big deal that you wrote it in Spanish there, but if you can translate it or if you can send it in English, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. So this is a kit Delica. This is not a real blade. It's not sharp. Everything's made out of plastic. It's kind of to learn about the parts, how they work. What's up, Delaney? My man Delaney in the house. How you been, bud? Always good to see you. What's up, Just in Time? And Roscoe's, who wants some chicken and waffles. So here's my Delica salute. All KC. It's a fun one, though. I kind of dig it. I may buy a Spyderco one of these days. I know the people that buy Spydercos, they tend to have several of them. They like them. They get one. They really enjoy it, and they buy another one. And that's the way, when you look at my collection, you notice the companies I like. Kaiser, Civivi, Concept, Kubi. When I get one, if it's good, I look at more. If I like the second one, then I really go for it. Are we frozen? Are we hung up here? Oh, no, it stopped. Looked up on my screen, and I was kind of doing a spin. What's up, Brian? What did you miss? Nothing yet. I just came on here, and I do have a little unboxing, kind of some new stuff to look at. I did just get my first damn designs. Jesus, bought it off of Titanium Justin. He had a couple knives he was looking to trade or sell, and man, damn designs Oni. I love it. Italian knife, the Benelli Fox Drago. Friction folder. This little friction folder is super cool. I just love the shape of this thing. Where's my other Italian? I was trying to find that the other day, and it is MIA. I don't know where that one went, and that kind of bugs me because it's tiny. It's like someone broke into my house and stole it and left. But if they broke into my house and stole just that knife, you got all these laying around, and they took one that was like this big for like $24, it wouldn't make sense. So therefore, I doubt someone broke into the house. Unless they were specifically like, I need that Italian stiletto and I need it now. It's small, but man, I don't know. Do I have any throwing knives? I do not. Doesn't mean I don't want some. I had some cheapos. Actually, I have some somewhere. I need to find that. I had some really small, cheap, coolest knife. Man, that's crazy. What's cool, though? Bigger, smaller, wild looking? It's a toughie. It's a toughie. One of my cooler ones I like is the new Kaiser Hawk. We got a titanium handle with some micro milling and a DLC coated M390 blade with a crazy drop. Boosh. If I'm going to buy a Spyderco, I want a USA made one. Yeah, sure, absolutely. What's up, Jerry? So this is one of my coolest knives. I really enjoy the Kaiser Hawk. It's great. My favorite knife is the Kaiser Mini Towser K with this frag titanium. Wooden handle, not a blade. Oh, great granddad's from 1900. Pretty neat. That's cool. Old stuff like that, especially from family, it's priceless. You know, you keep that forever, or whatever the cost is, because you'll have those memories of your grandfather, or, you know, maybe using it or giving it to you or whatever, and it just becomes a sentimental, awesome thing to have in the collection. I love it. I got this one off the Carnival when I was a kid. It rusted out. I beat the crap out of it. We actually cleaned it up on a live. There's still a bunch of pit marks on there, but we were able to get the rust off, which is cool. What's up, Mick? How are you today? Aftermarket scales. Oh, yeah, they have some really cool aftermarket scales for Spydercos. What's up, Bori? Green and gold knife. Probably this one. That was my... I found this on Temu, but I didn't buy it on Temu. My Zelda, built for speed. Look at all those speed holes on the blade. It's an assisted opening gas station knife. Cheap, not high quality, but man, it's fun. I like a silly gas station knife. I think the design on this is cool. I like Zelda quite a bit. But yeah, when I say gas station knife, I mean stuff like this. Just absolute silliness. Or the Valhalla I just showed. Right? I mean, it's just... Why? Better question is, why not? Why not? Zelda's my jam. Dude, best games. Best, like, interactive games. Breath of the Wild. I mean, the original Zelda, for sure. Ocarina of Time is probably one of the best classics. But Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, fantastic adventure games. I got this one from Fookdoozle. This is like the epitome of gas station knife right here. Just love it. Quality? No. Actually, the quality for the quality. The low quality of this is actually very high quality. Sticking to my story. It's hilarious. I mean, right? You can't... Why not? I've been getting into a lot of slip joints and like lockbacks and stuff lately. This is the Rough Rider Ram's Horn. Big Ram. Look at that. Silly cleaver of a knife. It's got a nice little half stop on it. Because why wouldn't you? I found this big beast of a one on Amazon. The buckshot knife. Sorry, I can't turn everything to be readable forwards. YouTube doesn't seem to... It depends, Dr. Idiot. It depends. You know, fragrance is a major factor in the cost. You know, if it's a silent but deadly, that's all about that smell. You know what I mean? Like if it has no smell, the value drops very quick. How fresh? Why are we talking about this? Because I think it's funny. What's this one? This one, very heavy, made for ribs, big chunks. This is a kitchen knife, no doubt about it. I generally don't do shout outs for names because often it's someone's name that's trying to pull over a funny one. I can shout out, what's up, Gabe? How's it going, Gabe? What? Buck knives, heavy hitters in the background. Oh, my lights are starting to die. Buck 119, this is absolutely one of my favorite fixed blades. Just a huge, thick handle. Wanted one of these ever since I was a kid. Saw some horror movies. Well, some of the Friday the 13th, some of the Scream movies. This is featured. Oh, such a cool knife. The Buck 119 USA. This is about, I think I got this like 2 years ago. Not too terribly long ago. I got a couple of Buck 110s right here. And if you look on there, the Buck 110 2-dot USA, that means this was between 1974 and 1979. So this is a 50-year-old knife. And I got another one right next to it. Also the Buck 110 2-dot, but look at that blade. I found this from someone on eBay. Pristine. Never sharpened, never cut. And this is 50 years old. Tell me that isn't rad. We got trolls in here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for subscribing. Dennis, we do a lot of custom stuff, a lot of unboxings, old knives, new knives, silly knives, kitchen knives, gas station knives, fixed blades, carving knives. I do crazy mods like this right here is a shipwreck. So this was just a nice piece of brass, and I added chemicals to patina and create that real cool shipwrecking. This is a Kiradashi like carving knife. So you use this for doing some whittling, carving, things like that. Got a couple other shipwrecks. This QSP Penguin. The blue is from salt. You use like salt and ammonia, vinegar, things like that, and just let it naturally create this patina on the surface. It's smooth, so you can't feel it. It is actually eaten into and change the surface material of the copper or the brass. What's the one behind the spring-assisted knife being looked at as more dangerous and illegal? Oh, I don't understand. We were talking about that the other day too. Because you have a spring assist, so you get in here, boom. And when you open a spring assist, watch, it's actually kind of slow. Right? It kind of, you see it kind of slide out. It's not like it's super fast. You could have an auto. Same kind of thing. I grab this auto out of my pocket, got to get my thumb on there, and then it fires out. But I got to get up there, get my thumb to it, and then boom. So assisted and autos, that's kind of the speed. Now I can grab, just put a knife in my pocket here. I can grab this knife out and boom. Is that slower? Is that faster? I mean, here, grab this knife, boom, open. So I don't understand, because I can take a non-assisted knife out of my pocket and open it just as fast as any auto ever did. So there's no real, oh, well, because it opens quickly. Like, what? This knife opens quickly. There's no anything to it. So it doesn't really make sense. Oh my God. See you later, kid. Not going to waste the time with the trolls. You know, we get them, and we know that they're a complete waste of time. Oh, this isn't scrolling up. Keep a 119 in my pickup. Love the warranty service. They replace your 110 after 5 years. Yeah, any of the blades, you can send them in to Buck, and they will swap it out for a fresh one. The only thing with that is when they put a new one on there, it won't have the same stamp. So if I take this 50-year-old 2-dot stamp and they put a new blade on it, they will put a new blade on there, sure, but it'll have a 2025 stamp on it. So then it won't retain that year of creation. I mean, if you're using it and you just need a new blade on there, then isn't really, no worries. Would it hurt the value if you polish the brass on a buck 110? I don't know for sure, Joey. I feel like there's a market for people who want something that looks aged and old. I feel there's a market for people who want things that look nice and clean. As far as value, if it increases or decreases, I don't know. If anyone in the chat does, chime in. That'd be interesting to learn. Oh wait. What up, Kenman? Oh, thanks. I was like, who is this? Now I know. For sure, bro. Let's get out on the ice. We get some ice fishing in before the season's over. We're mid-February. Technically, your license ends at the end of February, and then if you want to fish in March, you have to buy a new fishing license, which is fine because I'm going to fish this year anyway. But that's when licenses, doesn't matter when you buy it, it expires at the end of February every year. So if you buy it in January, it expires the end of February. You buy the next one on March 1st, and it's good until the end of next February. Can I get a shout out? What's up, Edward? Have you ever used a file to make a blade for a knife? I have not, Pickles, but I would like to get into that. I want to get into some fabrication. I've seen some classes you can take where you take like a railroad spike and turn it into a knife, or one where it's an 8-hour all day and you fabricate a knife from a chunk of steel. I would love to get into that. Sounds cool. Can't carry assisted openings, not even for work. You don't need assisted openings. Most of my blades are not. I have a few. Most of the silly assisted openings I have are these. Boom. Wow. I need to. Thank you. I was like, I need to get on this. Delaney, you might be my only hope in here right now. Get an engraver. Soul, I might do that. I've watched some engraving before. I am an artist. I love doing lots of fun stuff. Do you think Gerber knives are good or not? Gerber can be okay. They're definitely more on the budget end. I have a few. They're kind of fun, but most of them are a little bit cheaper. There's some other knives you can get for similar prices that are going to be better. But Soul, that's definitely in the works. I can see myself getting into that, but that's also a patience because it's like doing a tattoo or something. Once you remove or start engraving, it's you can't put it back. What do you think about freezing steel? I don't know. What's my favorite brand to carry? I guess I would say Kaiser only because I have more Kaisers than anything else. They've always done me good. I keep buying new Kaisers and I really like them. My favorite carry is the Kaiser Mini Towser K 154 CM and Frag Titanium. Really nice fidgety action. Whoops. Jesus Christ. Maybe not when I'm... Super fun. One that I actually probably carry the most though because it's just a user is the Kaiser Drop Bear. This is a bug out killer all day. Just a great crossbar lock. It's the... clutch lock from Kaiser is about the best action on a crossbar lock. Flicking out action, thumbing out, just using the lock itself. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Solid as can be. Nice set of jimps that go all the way up. Good solid feel. Get in there doing some work. Put it away. Happy to use my drop bear anytime. Do I have any Swiss Tech? I do not. How much them buck knives looking on the shelf? I bought, this one was like 40 bucks, this old Buck 110. It's a little beat up. It's got some use. The tip's missing a little bit. But a new Buck 110 is like $65. So if you go to buy a new one, it's going to be like 65, 70 bucks. This one was 80. But this one's also 50 years old. And the blade's never been sharpened or used. Look at that. It's like mint. It's pristine. And you got the Buck 110 2.USA 50-year-old version. It's mint. I was actually happy to get it for $80. The Buck 119 I think is also a retail for about $80. Although they have an S35VN version of this right now on Blade HQ. S35VN, and then the black part of the handle is like a smooth micarta. Oh my god, it's like $180. This one's 80, I think. I love the Bucks. I love that 119 though. I think it's sick. I just got the Year of the Snake Mini Momo yesterday. I actually haven't, so they finalized that. I remember they were talking about how they were going to do that one, but I don't know if I've actually seen the final version of that. The Momo is great. I have the full-size Momo twice. Here's the Amazon exclusive. This one's a 14C28N micarta and an aluminum bolster. Just an awesome knife. I have the one that my buddy Dave gave me that's actually naked right now. If you didn't know, you can take the scales off of a Momo and it's still a completely functioning unit. When you take the scales off, there's still more screws underneath that hold the entire thing together. So right now I'm getting ready to do a laser mark custom to the scales, so I took them off, and this is still a functioning knife. Now it has speed holes. And I love the Mini Momo. I ended up getting the holiday Christmas special version, S35VN with the titanium bolster and all the gold hardware. Does have the Christmas G10. I'm going to make some new scales for it so I can have it be a non-Christmassy look. I mean, I can put them back on for Christmas. But the Mini Momo feels great in the hand. It's not very mini. Have you ever had the 940, the Osborne? I don't personally. But I have one on loan right now. I have the Mini Osborne. This is a user. You can see that knife has use to it. But look at that edge. Still a sharp edge. Even though it's just been used and abused by a lanyard man. But he sent it to me for review and using for testing my mini knife shootout. So I've got that one on loan right now. On your Instagram, still selling them on Kaiser's site. They only made 300. You got number 64. Nice. I got number 160. Let's see. And what's on the other side, except for it's going to be backwards. 160 out of 200 for the Christmas Momo. That's fun that they make the numbered ones. Kaiser Doberman had the same thing. Could completely remove the scales and still functioned. Yeah. It's kind of neat. There's an orange and black Amazon Momo. Is it aluminum? The big one. Because I know this is an Amazon exclusive Momo with the green micarta and 14C. Awesome knife. Just a beast. Absolute beast. Kukris versus machetes. Kukri machete. They're both great. They're both great. It's G10. Right on, just in time. I will go check it out. My son-in-law just got the Benchmade bug out. Oh, I was like, and he got robbed. Wait, what's going on? Your son-in-law just got the Benchmade bug out, and you didn't get a chance to talk to him and be like, hey, if you're going to get a Benchmade bug out and spend $150, $160 or whatever, actually you should get this or this or this. Because there's so many bug out killers out there that are just better. They're just better. Bug out, I've seen a few people that have them, and it's like, wow, that thing is stiff. He's like, yeah, I use it. And I'm like, I try to get it loose. You know, it's like, well, why does it not drop shut? Why not both? Why not both? Well, that's why I have both. So yeah, my answer is always just get another one. Just get another one. Get every single thing you can. You got any Devo? This is the Premium Pony Stout. I actually really enjoy this knife. I need to carry it more. Maybe I'll carry it tomorrow. Just a great feel. I love the way how my finger fits in there. It's just a size. It's like smaller, a little bit smaller than what I usually go for, but it opens nice, feels good in the hand, flicks out good. Excellent choke up spot. My thumb sits on that ramp with those jimps really nice and then sits out here. Do I have a Japanese Higo no Kami? I do. Right there. They have a couple different versions of these. Some of them have the little bite mark taken out of it. I kind of prefer the one without the bite mark. They're fun. Friction folders. Kind of got me into friction folders. I got that Higo no Kami. I got this peasant knife, this Ford peasant knife, which is also a friction folder. And where are my other friction folders? I've got the little Fox Benelli Drago. Boom. That one's a fun little guy. And then where's that other? I got another friction folder somewhere. There it is. This one's cool. I actually wish this was a fixed blade, just like that. Just like this exact shape right here for a fixed blade. This is just a nice little friction folder. But it's a cool shape, it's a cool design, nice little chunk of wood on there. D2. D2. I want to find a Black Pearl Devo Mini Growler. Sounds great. Sounds great. The Albatross? Tell me that's not rad, right? Look at that chunk of wood on there. Just a funny little liner lock Damascus. Boosh. What is my rarest knife? That's kind of a good question. What would be the one that's the most rare that not many people would be able to have or attain? I would say one of them would be this. Is it expensive? No. But do you find one of these, you let me know and I'll buy another one. It's stainless Pakistan, walnut on the handle with the brass, double-edged dagger. I got this when I was a kid. I won it at a fair, at a carnival on the 4th of July. So I have a feeling that this is just kind of an unattainable little dagger. Does it have a high value? No. Another one that would be rare or maybe uncommon or you wouldn't be able to find it is this Cold Steel. This is the Cold Steel Triple Action. These were made probably 2007, 2008. This is a funky knife because check this out. Double-edged, gorgeous. It's kind of like a butterfly knife, but not. So the handle drops open, the blade drops into it, the handle closes. So you can open the handle, and then when you squeeze it, the blade can't close, and so your blade is locked out, so you got a nice double edge, it's protected. These went for about 80 bucks, almost 20 years ago. Not something they make today. It's got that cool kind of Celtic knot design on there. But that's a fun one from Cold Steel. Getting close to 18, 19 years old. I cut myself yesterday, that tiny little dot right there, during an unboxing. I cut myself with this knife right here that I got from Titanium Justin, who was in the chat right there. This is a Rough Rider lockback. And when I opened it up, I kind of poked the, I don't know, I did something like this, and that little tip has got a nice little pokey poke to it. 2007 being almost 20 years ago threw me for a loop. Right? It's 18 years ago. I was talking with one of my younger co-workers today, and we were talking about Y2K and like, oh yeah, when everything rolled over from 1999 to 2000, I was at the bar and we're all worried that the computers were all going to crash and the world was going to go into a devastating recession. And that was 25 years ago. Time goes by fast, y'all. Don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it. And you can't buy time. You can buy things and you can work hard and you can get money. But one thing you cannot purchase is the time. So if you spend all your time working, which, you know, I know you got to work and you got to pay bills. I'm not trying to tell you not to work. But if you spend your entire time working, all of a sudden you realize you don't have as much time with your life anymore. And you can't buy it back. You can't buy more time. You can buy a watch and you can see what time it is. Joey, tell me about it, bro. Falling apart. So yeah, that watch can tell you what time it was. People born in 2007 are legal adults. That's gross. Does that mean like the cigarette purchase? Like, oh, you must be born after February 2007? Oh my God. Yikes. That is creepy. Welcome to the chat, Ferdy. You can be whatever you want to be, as long as you're nice to people. Oh, charge your phone. Give me 1 second here. I have to make an adjust and plug this in. Hopefully. Perhaps. Got it. Ding. Ding. I'm 60. 56, 44, 49. Who said 49? No. Get out of here. No, I'm sorry, bud. That removes you from the party. You have to be 13. Not my rule. YouTube's rule. Anyone under 13 is not supposed to be. So you can't go on, come on the chat and say you're under 13. We got to get rid of you. Cold Steel Tie Light is a beast. He was joking. Steven, there it is. It doesn't matter. Joking, not joking. If you come on here and you make a statement that you are under the age of appropriateness for the channel, that I'm required, every time I post a video, there's one question they ask. There's only one question they ask. The main, most important one is your video for adults or for kids? And so you got to follow their rules. You got to follow their rules. And it's 13 and up. So if anyone comes on here joking or not, saying that they're under 13, it's done. I can say I'm a kid. That's a thing. I'm a child. I can get demonetized. Exactly. Yeah, see, there you go. I mean, okay, fine. If we want to play this game, then you're gone. Stephen, thank you for letting me know, because then we are going to do this and then you will no longer be here. You know, rules is rules. I'm not getting demonetized because a kid wants to hang out on a platform that they're not technically allowed to be on. Everything is all right. Everything is great. I just follow the rules. We don't talk about pews. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion. And this is a channel for adults. So you have to be at least 13. And if you come in here and you have to tell me your age, which you don't, you really don't. Nobody has to tell me their age. But if you come in here and you tell me your age and it's under 13, you are removed. It's as simple as that. I like turtles. I like turtles a lot. What's up, Free Samples? What's up, Federico? Kathleen, don't worry about it at all. Kathleen, never. Don't even trip. It's all good. Especially, this is just my live. I don't expect anyone to have to drop anything they're doing in life, you know, to help moderate for me on the live. That's not a concern. Don't even worry about it, Kathleen. I appreciate anything that you do anytime. You're fantastic. About the knives. What about the knives? Talking knives. That's what we're doing. Happy birthday, Owen. What's up, Airsoft? Kami? Why do you have to be over 13? Because that's YouTube's rules. I just hang out on the platform of YouTube. I don't make the rules. Is this your personal collection or any for sale? Show us your favorites. I can do this. I can do this. It's the YouTube rules. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Justin. I do like the Rough Rider. It's cool. I got to do a little separate video on it. I am currently single, happily single. I tend to like ladies that are a little crazy, and yeah. What's up, Fred? How's it going? So, okay, I had a couple questions. I do like CJRB, just in time. Oh, my lights are getting dim. I got to recharge one of them. All these in this back row are CJRB. So I have about 20 or so CJRBs. Do you ever see a CRKT turtle knife? I'm not related, or I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Happily married. Right on. I'm glad. As long as people are happy. Marriage is tough. If you can find someone you get along with, power to you. I don't have any bayonets. They made a Bowie pyrite with micarta. Snap. I would do that. Bowie pyrite is up on the tops. So someone had asked about showing off some of my favorites. We can do that here. I used to watch the series X-Files. Dude, X-Files was great. I loved X-Files back in the day. I haven't watched it in a while, but X-Files is really good. This is the pyrite Bowie he was speaking of. This doesn't have a micarta handle. We've got an aluminum handle and the rose gold on the blade. I love the pyrite Bowie. It is, I mean, look at that. Bam, 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 bam. Fantastic knife. Pick up the pyrite Bowie. Bug out killer. CJRB Hector. S90V on that blade. Boom. It's in that new steel too. I don't remember what it's called, but the new AR, it's their new not AR RPM9. Really loving the new Militas, any Milita from Kaiser, but this is one of their newer releases. They've got a bunch of different versions. This is 154 CM G10 Mikarudi wood. Boom. And for your collection, how much is everything? I don't know, Federico. Try not to think about that. How you been, Fred? What's going on? I have close to about 300 knives. A lot of them range in the like $40 to $100 range. But yeah, I don't really like to think about costs because, yikes. Wait, Fred, what? Oh, SRM2, SF2. I do not have a Paragon Warlock. Sounds cool. Milita is good. I wish they'd make a lefty. Justin, just in time. I am a lefty. I know this is mirrored, so it looks like I'm using my righty, but I probably more like 5, Federico. Probably more like 5, but yuck. A premium Milita would be a so choice. I've been dealing with Kaiser. Kaiser has sent me a few knives. We've been doing some good things. I appreciate Kaiser. They are great. And one of the things I recommended was a premium lefty Milita. And they said that they were working on it. They didn't say no. They didn't say, oh, it's done. They said, we are working on that. And I said, choice. So choice. Because if they make one, they make a lefty Milita, I'm going to convince them to call it the Kenman version. I'm not. Are we hung up here? Is this your channel, Strictly Knife Reviews? Is there a channel called Strictly Knife Reviews? That sounds familiar. If there is, that's not. This is my channel here. It's called Kenman. Dan Kenman. Nice to meet you. I do reviews. I do unboxings. I do customizations, dye projects like this one here. I dyed that nice tangerine, little orange. I do shipwrecks, so like patina on copper and brass. I do laser etching or acid etching, like this on this blade here on this Olatans. I do laser marking. Do I have one in my pocket? Yep. This is a Case Executive that I put that Sagaya pattern on there, the little Wi-Fi pattern. So I do laser marking as well. A lot of fun customization stuff on the channel. And Knife Talk. Have you seen the new Rayot XO in black that can be changed left or right? No. I have not. Look at that Zircotai inlay. Bam. This one's a CPM 3V. Double edge. Awesome Rayot. And this one, along with the others, is packed up. Are going back to Mikey Trails. He sent them to me for some reviews, and now I gotta send them back. Oh, sad face. Think I will stick around. Right on, Gregors. Listen to this. Isn't that awesome? How did the Clydesdale turn out? Stacy's not done. It's in process. We are in process. More than 8 hours of editing have been put into the design of that customization. 3 of them are completely worthless. We worked on several designs, couldn't get them translated to the laser correctly, and then we finally got one that we did. We had to be redrawn completely. So it was like 5 hours of redrawing a really intricate design. But now the laser mark for it is working great, which is excellent. And then I came up with a multi-tonal titanium ano job that we're doing. So it's going to have a, without giving it away, like a multi-tone anodized with a laser mark that is ridiculous. It's going to be super cool. You called? Sorry, so many issues in time. Stacy, I was just talking about your knife that is in process right now, that is actually no longer looks like it used to. It's not done, but we are en route. after a solid 8 or 9 hours of editing and trying to figure out what we're going to get to go, and now I'm excited, and I hope Stacy loves it. She deserves it. And yeah. What's up, Josh? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Linda Lewis. Good afternoon. First time watching. Blessings. Thank you so much. I love knives. I love talking about knives. I love talking about movies, like horror movies that have knives in them, or just horror movies in general. Eric Sprott. I just finished Eric's knife. It's all packed up, though. Where did I put that? But yeah, we're going to get that back to Eric really soon. How's it going, bud? I'm actually thinking about now doing something to my, where is it? I can never find knives of mine. They're all over the place. Eric sent me his microjet. We were going to do a swap, but unfortunately the swap didn't work. And so I wasn't able to get it to work. And so now I'm still looking at, I want to do something with this one, so I might. Delaney, I'm a troll magnet all the time, bro. There are days where there isn't many, but when we do these vertical lives, the thing is, I mean, we got 73 people in here. That's pretty awesome. But we'll get 100, couple hundred, and it's just they're rotating over constantly. And we get a lot of new people. Linda Lewis is new. I hope she's having a good time. So we get a lot of different, Abde. I think I've seen him before. What is my favorite fixed blade, says Striker. Currently, it's this one. This is the Kaiser Milita S35 VN. Look at the jimps and then secondary jimps right there out, so your finger, you can get on there and get on that. There's some jimps on the bottom, jimps in the finger guard. This thing feels great. Full tang, awesomeness, S35 VN in this camo carbon. It's got a really nice sheath. I put an Ulti clip on there. And if you don't want to know about the Ulti clip, it has this little boom. Pop it like that, and so you slip that section in your pocket. I don't really know. So we'll put this in here like this, get it into position, and then you go click that down, and now I got my fixed blade in my pocket here. Look at how slim. It doesn't take up space, it doesn't stick out, but boom, instantly out, full size, more than 8-inch fixed blade, and you can daily carry. Boom, look at that. I'm just walking around like nothing, but I got a big old fixed blade right there. Sick. Sick. God, this doesn't want to scroll for me today. Done a lot of business with them. Right on, Joey. Got to pay the troll. Ulti clip the world. What's up, Weary Bunny? Yeah, the fixed blade Milita came with the standard. It's a clip like this. This is a different clip for a different knife. This is actually for the Kaiser Groom, but it comes with this one here. So it's got the quick release on the bottom, so you can open that up, put it in your belt, click it on there. You can put it sideways, so if you wanted to scout carry. But it's a large sectional chunk right there that's basically designed to go on a belt. And I like it in the front pocket like this. I mean, look at that. Boom. Such a nice, simple design. Take this back out of my pocket. But you've got that on there, that little slim little thing, or you have this huge chunk beefy thing. But if you're going to put it on your belt or whatever, this normal clip works really good. I like the quick release, because then you can get it on and off without having to take your belt off and then feed it through. So, I mean, the original that comes with it is not bad, but I like them slim clips. Landard Man sent me a version from Vero. This is the Kubi Quaken. Also came with that bigger clip, but look at this Vero clip. The Vero titanium clip. Another slim, thin one. You get that right there. Slide that over, and same kind of deal. Flush and smooth, and you can have a nice fixed blade in that pocket. Sharpest knife. I have a lot of sharp knives. Let me find this one. The Sheriff. 154 cm fixed blade from a local Minnesota maker. And a huge micarta handle. Of course, I don't have any paper anywhere near me. Got this tiny little piece, which isn't enough. Or maybe it is. Yeah, this thing, look at the edge. Mirror polish. Got them long flowing locks. It's getting there. I need to take a shower. Got the hat on today, so it's all kind of matted down. I'm doing it. We're fine. What is my favorite Victorinox? What's up, Clint? Good to see you, Clint. Sorry I'm yelling. I'm shouting. All right, I'm shouting. Michael Upchurch is here. Baby G is here. Dylan Mallory is here. I need a taco style sheath made for one of your fixies. I want to get into making some sheaths, Dylan, but I know, I think Mad Yako was one who was trying it out. I want to get into doing that. I do have some case knives. We'll look at them. What was the other thing I missed? Oh, favorite Victorinox? I don't know. Well, I mean, the only Victorinox I currently have is the standard one that has all your normal stuff, but it also has the Phillips. So that is the one that I dig the most. So we'll look at all my case knives. Junior Knife Collector, case knives in 1 second. Baby G says, what is your first knife? I don't have my first knife, but my first knife was a cheap little Rough Rider kind of a knife that was like a Stockman. So like this is a case Stockman. Speaking of case, did you see that transition? So my first actual real knife was a similar knife to like one of these little cheapo Rough Rider multi-blade smaller knives. I lost that. I don't remember what happened to it. But my oldest that I currently have now is my Boy Scout knife that I got when I was in Boy Scouts. Same kind of deal. It's got the can opener, bottle opener, flathead screwdriver, and a couple of blades and an awl. But yeah, been having this one for a while. What's up, Kieran? New to the stream. Let's see if this live is blunt or on point. Well, I just showed my oldest knife. Here's one of my biggest knives. Boom, the Gladiator. This is a rib chopping monster right there. A lot of people like karambits. There's a double-edged karambit. You got your crazy sharp serrated edge. Case knives. So I have a small Stockman and a medium Stockman. Boom, boom. This one's actually from 1993, and this one's from this year. So a couple nice case Stockmans of different size. I have the case Muskrat. I got this for myself for Christmas. The Muskrat has two blades that are the same on both, one on each side, because why wouldn't you want that? I mean, come on. Fully usable. Nothing from Urban EDC. Lanyard Man, Vero Engineering Axe and Fixed is a choice fixie. Probably the only fixed fight I ever own. I'm pretty sure that's what this clip was designed for, right? Lanyard Man sent me that clip. Listening and lurking, got some stuff to do, no problem, just in time. Here's my other case Executive. I did a laser mark on that for that Sagaya Wi-Fi pattern. What do we think about that? Newest knife I got yesterday. I bought this one from Titanium Justin. This is the Damn Designs Oni. I really like this knife. It's jade G10 handle. I do customizations on the channel, so I'm going to dye that a different color. What color should I do? Red, like this. I'm going to do purple, like that. We can do a fade dye. Fade from one color to another, like this yellow-red Concept Mini Helix. I sell the customs. So if I do a custom dye, like on this Mini Helix, I finish it, I do the video, I teach everyone how to do the dye and how to do the customization, and then the knife is available to purchase. If I just buy myself a knife that I think is cool, and it's part of my collection. I didn't customize it. It's kind of part of my collection. But if I buy a knife and I do a customization to it, you know, if I acid etch that blade and put a false Simone on it like this, and then someone's like, oh, I want to buy that Olatans that you acid etched, or that Sencut that you dyed. So this was a brown handle. I dyed it blue and then weathered it so it looks like an old pair of jeans. And then I did the acid etch on the blade. So whenever I do a custom like that, if someone's interested in buying the custom, those are for sale. All the rest is part of my collection. Here's a QSP Penguin that I did a shipwreck to. So if someone was interested in buying that, they could say, hey, I want to get that shipwreck Penguin. And then I give them a fair price and sell it. Actually, it's a super cheap price. I'm extremely inexpensive because I like doing the customizations more than making the money. Shh, don't tell anyone. Want to trade for a Jimmy Crow Penguin? I'd have to see the Jimmy Crow Penguin. I've seen some stuff. I know the Jimmy Crow. I know. Generally, I'm more interested in getting another one to do a customization with versus a trade. But if Jimmy made one that's super cool that I happen to just love, I could be interested. Hit me up, KDK in 4K on Instagram. Silly Laws. Oh, yeah. UK. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things you can't. I mean, what if I like my Bowie knife? You want a shipwrecked penguin lanyard, man? Kieran, I don't know because I'm in Minnesota, and since I've never really been to Europe, I've read some laws and stuff, but as far as specific places out of the U.S., even the U.S., there are places I don't know because there are some spots that it has to be under a certain length, or you can't have autos or assisteds or whatever. So it's something. You want a shipwrecked Towser K, huh? Got one right here. Might be tough for me to get rid of this one, though. It turned out really good. And the Towser K is my favorite knife design. I don't make lanyards, Ryan, but Mr. Edyards, he makes lanyards. I have several from him. Of course, I don't have any directly in front of me at the time. Here's one right here. Bing. I actually do make a few lanyards. I've done it. Not many. Oh my God, come on. Concept Reel. Pow. Love it. Some of them are pretty easy to tie. And I might make some more here and there. Bridges in North Dakota, right on. How cold is it there? It's been minus 10 plus below the last week. It's been freezing. Baby, I will buy your newest one if you customize it with pink, TI, purple. Which one? Baby G. If I have a titanium knife, I could do that. I could anodize it with a fade from pink to purple or something like that. But you would need to provide me with a titanium knife to do it. Delaney, let's go. You send it. I'll shipwreck it. Ship it right on back to you. Especially shipwrecks, man. I will do shipwrecks. Oh, this one right here. There aren't very many. See, the problem is this needs to be dyed. So I can't anodize this because it's G10, so I have to use a dye. So it's like a RIT dye that you would use to tie-dye shirts or things like that. And so the thing with that is dye, you can't remove color. You only can add color. You can't make something, you can't dye something white. You could paint something white, but you can't change the color of something to remove all color and make it white. So with that in mind, whatever color it starts with, so like this damn designs right here, this is jade. So that is definitely a very light green, minty kind of green jade color, right? Bleach won't work. It won't work. You can't make something white. You could bleach something and you might make it lighter, might make it an off yellow or whatever, but you cannot remove, like there are some bleachings like, oh, whiteners and stuff for like clothes, but it's basically like, it's like material like cotton. You could do a fade like, yeah, like a green to purple fade, and that might work. But what I'm getting at is, so this is jade right here. So any color we add to this is going to be that color plus this, right? And so if, you know, like if I added yellow, if I wanted to make this yellow, it's actually going to be kind of a green yellow. You know, if I go pink, the pink is going to be pink with this dull green, which is going to make it kind of a dull purple. Blue will be kind of more of an aqua blue. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I have some that I have some really nice vibrant colors, but what you can do is you can buy something like this. You can get one that's white. So like this Migron Volona, this has white G10. So if I were to dye this, I could dye this almost any color that you can buy dye for, because we're starting with white. And so if I put pink on here, the pink is going to be affected by the white, which is only going to make it more vibrant. So with a white background knife, you can end up getting significantly better coloring, if that makes sense. And Baby G, if you're interested, message me on Instagram. I'll link you right now. This isn't going to be a link. This is just going to be my Instagram handle. So if you go to Instagram and type in KDKIN4K, like I just posted there, KDK in 4K, go to Instagram. If you go to my main channel, my homepage, it'll be linked on there as well. But you go KDK in 4K on Instagram, send me a message. I'll get back to you, and we can make a plan. Bastinelli, Fox Bastinelli. This is the Drago friction folder. Tell me this isn't cool. I don't know. I love it. It's a tiny little knife, and I dig it. And it's a friction folder. It's not really a fast opener, but man, it's cool. I do not have a pink version of that jade one. This is the only, I literally got this yesterday. This is my newest knife in my collection. I love it. I'm going to enjoy it. But we won't really be able to make this one pink. But we could do something. We could find a knife. There are many out there that you would love. That would be fantastic. That we could do something cool for you. Electroplated for white. So yeah, if you took metal, but that is like paint. Electroplating is like you're painting your surface cover. So it becomes a surface covering. So you're not actually changing that item to white. You're electroplating it to white. Do I enjoy forcing patinas on copper? Very much. This is my most recent. Well, actually, this isn't my most recent one. Copper and brass. This one was more also fairly recent. This one been a while now. But yeah, I love it. Probably one of my favorite projects at all. If I can get a pink version, you'd pay extra. Baby G, get a hold of me. If you go on my channel, there is a video I did of this knife right here. This was white. This is the Migron Parasum. Is that right? What's up, Caleb? So this was white. I dyed it red. I've actually dyed one of these pink. I've dyed one of them, was it blue? And sold several of these. This is a $30 knife. 30 bucks? I mean, come on. That's half the price of this one. D2, Migron, great company. Flips open really nice. Boom. And look at this because it was white, I got a really nice red. I did one of these for Wheezy, and we made it pink. It was like a really nice pink. Purple or blue, you think, Michael, for this one? I think I'm going to keep this one. I could buy another one if someone wants one, but I like this knife. This thing is cool. It's a beefy one. Let me see the curved one. This one? Forcing the patina on copper is great, but also the natural patina that develops over time makes it feel... Yeah, I 100% agree with that. 100%. It's like when you've done it naturally over time, it becomes stories. You know, this was just something instant. Thank you for posting that, Kathleen. Over time, it develops and like, oh, that was from carrying it this time and it got wet and it did this and it left this mark. Or this mark is from when we tried to pry this open or whatever. And so then the actual patina becomes a story. Opening bid is $40 for the Penguin. Do we have any retort on that? Look at that bad boy. Love giving a patina. Yeah, for sure. Caleb says, oh, 45. Instantly like that, Lanyard Man. Boom, now we're up to 45. How much is a brass Penguin right now? I don't even know. Aren't they like 40, 50 bucks right out the gate? I don't remember. Curved one in the background on the top shelf. My zombie apocalypse killer? What's your biggest knife pet peeve? Mine is getting an off-center blade and blade play. Yes. Forward and backward lock as well. I'm probably more of blade play, or like a pivot that likes to just get loose on you all the time. That mini Osborne is 3 years of natural patina. Right there. It's pretty consistent. Not a lot going on, but it looks really nice. Blade shows some use. They go for 50 new. 50 bucks for a brass Penguin on Blade HQ. You guys are going, trying to get mine cheaper. You know how much time and sweat and love I put into this? You guys are going to have to go at least 50. I got to ship it. That's going to cost me $7. So now a $50 knife is like 57 bucks if you get all the custom work for free. You know, you might as well at least go up to 60. And then at 60 bucks, I'm really only making $3. So what's my time worth? Okay, so 57. You make it 57. And I'm working for free. I'm just having fun here, kids. Towser K. I love this knife. How much is the Towser? This one goes for more than that, though, doesn't it? I feel like these are not cheap. If they're retail, aren't these like 80? I love the Towser K so much. I love it so much that I've got this one. What's up, Gabe? I've got this one. Yeah, that Towser is copper. This is the titanium version, copper version, with the sweet, sweet, sweet shipwreck on there. And then I got two more right here. Richlight micarta. I love the Towser K. Not many knives. I have 4 of them. But the Towser K I do. I got 4 of those. I have pyrites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pyrites. So So I have 5. Well, one of them's a mini pyrite, but that's 5 pyrites. This is technically a mini Towser K. But the reality is it's not much smaller than the regular Towser K. They're really close, actually. Blade is just a little bit shorter. The handle is almost the same, just a little bit shorter as well. Wish the Towser S. You know, I want to get one of those other Towsers. They've been out of stock. I haven't really seen one that I wanted. There was one that was it was like the blue rich light, and I didn't jump on it fast enough. What about the Task? Whoops. Who asked him? Oh, Towser versus Task. Towser. Shit. This is cool. I need to do the die for it. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. Suggestions? I got to get a Kenman knife at some point. I have the Jimmy Crow, which is a goal. I still want the flag laser on the Kershaw, though. Whenever you're ready, bud. I'm cheap. Do I have a smaller version of the big curved knife that's in the background on the top shelf? No. We got that. You need to see my new Heretic Medusa 80s Camo Carbon Magna Cut. That sounds great, Delaney. Send me a photo. Pop me a photo. Bigger. I've got a folding version. Wow, look at that thing. That's a gnarly rabbit. The old rabbit. Assist. It's got an assist. Boom. I showed it earlier. I did. This one? This one might not even be illegal in some places. This double edge with that nasty serrate on there. This thing is nasty. You can get one of these on Amazon. No real customization available there. That dark green, it's already about as dark as it's going to get. The only thing you could do is maybe make it black. But then if that was the case, I'd just go find another one and just buy a black one. Are you going to buy the Provoke Axe CRKT hat? Is that the one that opens, like you go like this, and the axe comes out or whatever? It's like an auto axe. That's cool. I mean, I already have this. I already have this. Look at that half stop. It's neat. I want to check one out. I'll be at Blade Show, Texas in a few weeks. I'll see some of you there. If you're going to be there, let me know. Let's meet up. But I like some silly things. It was kind of fun to look at. I'm not sure the cost on that thing. If it's something that I really want to have. It's kind of neat, but how much did you pay for your gravity knife? Because I just seen them on Blade HQ 159 and it wasn't nice like yours. That one is a loaner from... I actually got a couple of them over here. These are all getting bagged up tonight and shipped. These are Mikey Trails. So this one is the smaller version. They all have locks on them. This is the CPM 3V, double edge, and it has the Zircotai inlay. This one's almost 500 bucks as is. The Zircotai inlay is quite expensive, but I think this is around 480. Here is a larger version. This one has a double-edged LMAX blade. Also going to be several $100s. If you want the one that's under 100 bucks, it does have the lock on it. This is the utility one that has the razor blade in it. Hydro dip on the Task. Hydro dip. So when you say hydro dip, you mean like what they use for like stocks and things, where it's like they take the whole thing and it's all floating on the surface, and then they drop it in, shake it off, and then it's covered? This is the Squid Industries Mako V5. It's a trainer, so it's not sharp. You can change out the weights on the bottom if you need to practice or learn tricks. I am a novice, but I plan to learn some more and practice. I haven't seen anyone hydro dip. The thing with the Task is it's got all those facets. And when you go on and do that hydro dip, I have a feeling that it's going to, because it's basically like a film on the surface. And then you go through that film and it grabs on. And the more that surface has bumps and textures like the Task does, now that film has to go up and develop into each one of those little bubbles. I have a feeling that you would end up having some. I haven't tried hydro dipping, but I've seen it. And I know it's like you got to bring it in and lay it through that, and it sticks up to it, because you're basically taking a film on the surface of the water, and then you spray this chemical on it that dissolves it, but it's still sitting on the surface. So you have this flat surface that you're pushing through, and that push through has to be able to wrap around. And if it's going to wrap into all those cracks, I don't know how well that would go. They've done it with Crocs before. Right. But then that's smooth and it kind of drops all in. Or it might look cooler. Maybe. But the thing is that is a surface. Now you're holding and rubbing and using it. I feel like on those raised up areas, it's going to slowly wear off. You know? Renee Ramon. What's up, Renee? See a blade show in a couple weeks. I'm excited. I just looked at a calendar and realized it was like, wow, we are moving, and in a few weeks, Blade Show is going to be here, and I'm excited. Baby G, smallest knife, right there, tiny little one. I'm going to shipwreck that copper. Nothing special. I just got it because it's absolutely tiny. Another small one I got that's a little more fancy. This one I just recently picked up. Also not super expensive, but tell me that's not super rad for just a tiny little thing. Gotta head out, take it easy, have a great night. Right on, Caleb, good to see you. My most recent acquisitions are in transit. New Gym Skeleton Mech Force, Hellraiser, NC Blade, Zero Tolerance 512, Auto, Titanium. Excellent. Excellent. Let me know how they are when you get them. We won't know till you try. May your life always be filled with happiness, yours as well. You gotta make it. You gotta stay positive, enjoy it, always look forward to the future. Don't dwell on the negative, and try to make the best of it. Told my wife I wanted a gravity knife. You don't want to know what she said. Gravity knife is out. Yep. Sometimes you have to make some sacrifices. You know, maybe buy her one. Huh? Greats from Germany. What's going on? I got not much from Germany. I got a couple. Boker. This is the Jim Wagner Reality Blazed Ridiculous Blazed? Reality Blazed? Sure. Gnarly looking blade right there. That's my German special. I got a little out the front Boker USB. This one's great. I mean, look at that. Watch this. The Hellraiser is sick. I wish they made a lefty version. Thanks for the positive vibes, brother. Chill knife chat. Right on, Ryan. I appreciate that. That's what we're going for. Chill, happy vibes, no trolls. Or we just remove the trolls. One of my newer ones, Flytanium Arcade. It's got the shark lock, like Demco. And you can really customize out the Flytanium Arcade. Very cool. And the Demco with the shark lock is right here. Demco AD 20.5. It's that little back lock. Basically, you pull that down. You can use it to open it, close it. I mean, you can thumb it open, flick it open, roll it open if that's your jam. But you can just use that little bump. Very fidgety, very fun. Demco is awesome. Got an old otter, huh? This is, where is it? Biggest knife. So is this a knife or is this like a short sword? Right? Because there's got to be somewhere between the, knife and no longer a knife. A Bowie knife, I would still say this is a knife. So this is probably my biggest knife with about a 13-inch blade. Right? If you want to go biggest, like folder, some of my large folders got this Civivi Mastodon. What about that black one up there? The Rambo? Rambo is actually smaller than the Bowie by a little bit. So the Rambo is big, sure, but it's not quite as big as the Bowie. And then, you got your machete. This machete is longer. But is this a knife or is this a machete? It's probably a machete, I would say. This one's a beast. It's like big as my face, right? So that's an absolute hog. The Molsec Jungle, that one's an absolute pig. It's got a cool G10 kind of snake scale pattern. Got to bounce. See you later. Right on, just in time. Good to see you as always. Put on the mask. Put on the mask. Just in time says hit that like button if you haven't. I do have a Max Ace Goliath. Where's my Goliath? Where's my caddy? There it is. There it is. This one's an absolute pig. Whoosh. How many do I have in total? Probably about 300. I don't know the exact number. I need to do a count. I'm going to be doing an inventory review very soon, but we're really pushing 300 for sure. Yeah. Bro, you got a knife? Yeah, I got, I got several. Which one do you want? You need to do a little shave? Maybe a little shave and a haircut? SLD Magic Sand My Sandwich Blade Titanium Bolster G10 Droppy Drop. It's like a folding sword. Absolute pig. If you like OTFs, you should check out the new Zero Blade Microtech Ultratech. Only option was a $2,000 deadlock, which I've owned a few times. Sold oddly, I prefer the Ultratech. What do they run? About 400? 3, 4, 5? What was Michael Jackson's favorite knife? A machete. Ha! Stupid. Yet I'm over here laughing and repeating it. Kenman, I made a spreadsheet for my collection. Over 400. Delaney's got over 400. I don't have that. It's pushing 3. I don't know for sure. But we're definitely on 3's doorstep. Probably knocking. Maybe we threw it, entered. I'm not 100% sure. I just lost $3,000 Demco in a porta potty. What? I mean, forget diabetes. I'd be diving in there after it. I mean, I know everybody's a little different, but if I dropped $3,000 into a Porta-John, I'm not going anywhere. We're getting that bad boy out. Zero blade play. Yeah. I knew what you meant, Ryan. I didn't jump on it. Yeah, they've been making those zero blade plays recently. Those are really cool. Yeah, $400. What is my newest? So the one I just got yesterday, right here. This is the Damn Designs Oni. I'm actually quite happy with this. I already switched the pocket clip to the other side, but I am going to be taking it apart because I'm going to be doing a dye job on it very soon. Super fun feel. Somebody posted and that they said they got theirs and this was really rough, and then their the lock part was rough as well. Mine, I feel like maybe someone might have complained about them being rough right when they came out, and then Damn Design went in and then smooth that out a little bit, because mine does not feel, I can get my thumb right in there and they're not sharp at all. They feel really good. Just did that right amount of jimp grip, and then that lock sticks out just a little bit. You can see the little teeth sticking out, but those are not sharp at all. I can rub the soft part of my wrist on there and it doesn't scratch or anything, you know. So I got lucky. Either that or they got the word that some of them were rough and they fixed it, because this one is neat. This is actually the Oni XL. The Oni is a 2-inch blade and the Oni XL is a 3-inch blade. And so this was one, Titanium Justin had a few, and I was talking to him, and I got this off of him. He basically got it, did the unboxing, and I'm like, dude, I like that. Send it my way, and I'm keeping it. I mean, I paid for it. I gave money. Very cool, though. So there is a smaller version if you want to get that 1-inch smaller version. But, dude, look at that front flipper on there is just ridiculous. It's enormous. I think it's just rad. And then I also got a little Rough Rider from them. I like these little lockbacks. They're just fun. Nice little secondary carry. This thing is super slicey. On the unboxing, I poked myself with it, and I'm sitting there. I had to pause it for a second and put a little paper towel on there. I haven't cut myself in a while, so I've been doing pretty good. Favorite one is right here. Boom. This is the White Mountain Knives exclusive Kaiser Mini Towser K. Got that clutch lock that opens real easy, flicks out nice. You get your thumb in there and flick it out if you want, but man, that Spidey flick out works great. 154 cm on the blade, frag titanium, feels awesome. Choke up spot right there if you need to get in there for that tight work. That tip is right in a great spot for doing stuff. Index finger out on the end. Get in there for making some cuts. Nice stack of jimps on there. I like a long stack of jimps. Gets me right here. Look at this lock. Just opens and closes effortlessly if you just want to use the lock to swing it out. Just a solid, fantastic knife. I have a bigger hand, so I like a little bit wider, thicker grip. So this does it for me, for sure. Been my current favorite for quite some time. I have really been enjoying one that I can't see right now, even though it's directly in front of me somewhere. Well, where's my titanium version? The new Tempest Knives Microjet. What's up, the Pons? How's it going, Pons? Haven't seen you in a while. I think I saw you on a live the other night. But yeah, what's going on, bud? Tempest Knives Microjet. KC from the Knives Fast channel designed this. Kubi is the OEM. Tempest Knives Microjet. This is just a bug out killer. Nice stack of jimps. Feels awesome in the hand. 154 cm. If you don't like the Ultim version, then you get the titanium version. And then you send it to Kenman. And I'll do a dual ano like this one right here. Got the blue ano and then the kind of bronzed oily, kind of purpley accents. So the back spacer, the clip, the screws, the pivot. Microjet is sick. What are we doing? We're talking about knives. What's up, 20 series? Showing off kind of some of my favorites from last year, or current favorites. This is the Tempest Knives Microjet 154 CM titanium. About 150 bucks, 140 bucks for this version right here. I love knives. We love talking about knives. I do customizations. So this was all silver, and I did the anode job on there, give it a two-tone. I do laser marks like these snowflakes on this Ozark Trail Grail. This was a solid blue handle aluminum. I did a white laser mark with the snowflakes on there. So I like to do custom stuff on the channel. Got into acid etching recently. So here's another dye, little blue over brown fade dye, or kind of weathered dye, and then I acid etch the blade. So that's the type of stuff I like to do on the channel. Plus I love knives. I love gas station knives. You want silly knives with Zelda on them, or the Valhalla. Just absolutely ridiculous, assisted opening, gas station friendly, silly stuff. Kathleen, isn't that, the snowflakes turned out so good. I mean, it's a cheap Ozark Trail Wally Mart, but man, the snowflakes turned out awesome. But now I've got that program. I've got that designed. I drew those snowflakes. I put them in there. I have a laser mark setting for aluminum. So if anyone were to give me an aluminum handle, I could put it in. I could put those snowflakes on there super easy, because now it's been designed. Isn't that silly? Kathleen is a rock. She's a winner. You already knew that though, Delaney, I'm sure. This one's going to be shipwrecked very soon. The Rough Rider Apta, that click is just out of control. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is another newer one. The Buckshot Knives Ridiculous. This was actually kind of a design ripoff. But in this case, it's okay. I'm not a fan if like someone says, oh, here's the Towser K, and then they make an exact copy of this and then they're selling it when you can buy this right now. So it's kind of like you just stole their design and you're reselling it over the top of them. This one is a stolen design, but it was stolen off of a brand that the guy only makes them. They're like handmade, limited run customs. And this particular knife is about $2,000. And you can't buy it because he doesn't have any more for sale, and he made them, they're gone. But a $2,000 knife that looks like this, that is not available, they're not making anymore, and then some company makes a knockoff of it for 30 bucks or 20 bucks, that's a no compete. I don't see any issue in that. You can't buy the $2,000 version. They don't make it anymore. Anyone who wants and can afford the $2,000 version isn't going to be like, oh, well, I'll just settle for the $20 version. Like, yeah, they may buy it, but it's not really competing with that higher quality. Although it is pretty rad. It is pretty rad. This walk and talk, it's just so echoey. It's just crazy. I love it. It's awesome. Anybody got any fun plans tonight? Just hanging out? Have some dinner? Chill for the rest of the evening? I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Goku's back. What's up, Goku? Thank you for joining us again. Always appreciate you hanging out. Oh my goodness. Well, what do we think? Oh, I was wondering where I set this one. Here's my other recent gas station acquisition. I mean, black lab, pheasants, trees, gold. That's a gas station winner all day. All day. Silliness. All right, I'm out of here. I got to get some to eat. I got a few things to do. I got some videos to make. Show me the green knife on the top of the rack. This one here. This is a straight up zombie apocalypse winner. Gummies in a movie with the lady. Right on, Ryan. Have a good time. Later, Pons. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you as well, Delaney, Renee, Kathleen, all my blue wrenchers. Much appreciated. I got my regular live tomorrow nights. Several new knives came in that I got to unbox. I have a couple unboxings I got to do after this. A lot of fun stuff in the future. We're almost done with Stacy's, long time coming, and then Renee Ramones is on deck, and I'm excited for the design that we're doing for Renee. It's going to be great. What's up, Echo? Glad you could hang out here as well. Take care, everybody. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon. Boom.